Welcome to the show. Welcome to Who Said I Was Right, where we just talk about other stuff. And of course, who said you were right? I'm Denzel.
Who said we was right? And I'm GT. What's going on, good people?
And what's up, man? What's up?
Man, another day, right?
Another day.
Just turned 29 yesterday.
Yeah, man.
29.
Yeah.
Okay.
29.
You almost there.
Almost there.
It's
Almost.
creeping. It's creeping.
Yeah, you almost there.
Almost.
Man.
As soon as I turned 30, I felt my knees going.
I feel it now.
Yeah.
Man, I feel it now. They just be popping randomly. Randomly, man.
I felt the mental shift when I turned 29. I'm like, oh, I
the
got
mental
you.
shift. That's the first thing. The mental shift is the first thing.
Definitely.
Man.
I mean, you hit 30, you like, playing pranks is childish now.
That's over with.
Fair. That's fair. I got to step up my pranks then. I only got 1 year left. Got 1 year left.
Gotta get it in. You gotta go in on this April Fool's.
Yeah. Oh, I am. Believe me.
Right around the corner.
I will say, stay tuned because I got something.
Oh, no.
I got something major.
No.
So stay tuned.
Man.
No pun intended.
Okay, so which one we gonna hit? We gonna hit the more pathetic or the more petty?
I want to start with the petty because this guy mentioned the other guy, and I think we could segue into that one.
That'll work.
And just go in. So
what he said about him was so damn funny.
There's because that interview happened, was it January 4th? It was January 4th, if I'm not mistaken. He had the interview on Club Shay Shay.
Club Shay Shay, yep.
It is the 25th of January at the time of this recording,
and it's still being talked about.
Yeah.
It's still being talked about.
So we're gonna talk about it.
Oh yeah.
So what you guys think?
Man. Well, so I don't know if you guys watched the Willie D one. I watched that one as well. That one wasn't I'll say that one wasn't as dramatic as the Club Shay Shay one. Club Shay Shay, oh man, he said some things I think finally needed to be said. Not even needed to be said, but things we probably already knew, but we just not ready to hone in on. Because I think people still, I feel like if you disagree with half of the stuff, it's like you kind of in denial of it now. You still got the veil on. Take the veil off.
Wake up. Yeah. The whole Kings of Comedy part that he talked about really opened up my eyes, because I remember watching that as a kid and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. And I was like,
I got it on DVD right this second.
You still got it? Yeah, my mom had it.
I still got it. I still have it.
Man.
So, that beef was real too. They were upset with Bernie because, they had some friction about that, about the order of things. But I mean, if you ask me, why wouldn't he go last?
Which is true. Okay, because the thing about it is, my thoughts on it is because Lavelle Crawford, y'all should know who he is. Comedian Lavelle Crawford. He said something really interesting. He said, well, y'all sitting up here and y'all been calling Katt Williams and nobody, he irrelevant and things of that nature. But as soon as he call y'all out, now all y'all want to do is make videos explaining yourselves to a nobody.
Very good point. Even Ludacris was in the studio.
But at least Ludacris stayed in his element. At least stayed in his element.
He had to go to the studio on that man.
Which
even that point there, I started seeing things on Facebook. I think I sent it to you, D. I'm not sure, but with the part where Katt Williams was talking about, they all get a funny face looking light skinned woman,
wife who never participated in interviews.
And I was like, what? And then someone put a collage of all the comedians' wives, and I was like, oh snap!
I would say, I guess besides Kevin Hart's wife, because I guess we saw her. Remember, he had that documentary about himself on Netflix. I think that was probably the most I ever heard her talk. No, I mean, because I think isn't she like a model or something? Like, I ain't saying no disrespect, but you know what I'm saying?
The new wife.
The new wife, not the old wife. I know she's a comedian as well.
The old wife is on tour with Katt Williams right now.
Oh, yeah.
Power move, man.
Chess, not checkers. Chess, not checkers. Mm-hmm. Goodness gracious.
On tour with Katt Williams right now, and he said in the interview, I only bring people on tour who's funnier than me.
And she honestly isn't that bad though. I saw a couple of clips of her. She's not that bad.
Wow, she's funny.
Like this one interview just shook the comedian world by storm.
Not just the comedian world, the world.
And the thing about it is, like everybody has something to say, but for some reason you don't really hear a lot of negativity talked about Katt Williams himself.
Yeah, they're talking more about the part that he said about them, and he was like, "Oh well, you know."
Well, he just need to chill out. like that's been like, no, chill out, dog. Chill out. We don't. You ain't need to be doing all that. You had something to say. You could have said it to me.
Typically, when people act like that, you know what it means.
Right.
He didn't say nothing wrong.
Right, he ain't saying nothing wrong. Like nobody is saying, "Well, Katt, I don't know why he said that." Because everybody sitting up here and saying, "No, none of that ain't true. None of that ain't true." You ain't hear nobody say, "No, he lying." Like
nobody.
Yeah. Like, bro, it's that crazy. And the fact that like what I said, and the thing about it, Dave Chappelle said something about it too. But clearly, you know, Katt and Dave, they got respect for each other. But Dave said, it's cool how you attacking, black comedians. Go after white comedians too. Do all that shit too. I mean, he was like, it's okay that you called them out. That's fine. But why didn't you call out any of the white comedians doing all this stupid shit?
Yeah, I was like,
I agree with that, because the thing, I agree. I do. I guess with Dave, because remember, Dave is the person that's like, look, if you feel like you can go on one person, then you feel like you can go at everybody. So go after everybody. Don't just go after one demographic.
I feel like even too, like Katt Williams calculated this, because clearly everybody he talked about has went on Club Shay Shay and said something about him at some point. So what white comedians really talking about?
This is true. This is true.
And it's never, because I know everybody can go on the limb of, oh well, we always do it to each other. Why don't we don't do it to the other folk?
This is
really
also
worried
true.
about us either. They ain't worried about us. We keep doing it to each other. So if you want,
they weren't saying that they should have been Santa Claus, the pimp in Friday After Next. And...
Right, it ain't. Jerry, Jerry and Seinfeld go out and be like, man, I was supposed to be Money Mike, right? What?
You ever notice? You ever notice that Katt Williams was Money Mike? I was supposed to play that part.
Come on.
Like, yeah, like, you know what? I see what you mean now, because basically he went after people who went after him. Katt Williams like, I wouldn't have said nothing if everybody else came through and didn't say nothing about me.
But that's what he was saying the whole interview. Like, I mean, you Shannon had them sit up here and say all this stuff.
Bro, I sat here and watched somebody react to it, and he was like, we are 25 to 45 minutes in, and Shannon ain't asked him not one question. It was almost a 3-hour interview.
He let him cook, man. And then whenever Shannon had to keep taking a sip. He was like, "Oh, this getting a little too deep."
And the funny thing about it is that after Katt Williams did the interview and Ricky Smiley made a video, the comments were so funny to me. Everybody like, that's cool, but we believe him. Like that's cool.
That's cool.
Hey, look, we still fucks with you, dog, but we believe him.
Yeah, he can't come back from that, especially after the whole
too many
first Sunday thing.
receipts. It's too many receipts out. Not to mention, as soon as they heard, the reason why Steve Harvey quit comedy is because I embarrassed him. And there's a clip of that. And there's a clip of that.
That I can believe, because I mean, I ain't saying Steve Harvey wasn't a great comedian. He was, but I mean, he ain't on that list. If you were to have a top 10 list, not even top 10, let's say 5, your 5 favorite comedians, would he be on it?
Steve is not on it. I don't even think
unless you're like.
Here's my thing. So one of Steve Harvey's stand-up holds sentimental value to me. It was a stand-up that I watched with my my late father, and we was laughing our asses off. I don't know if it was because he was really funny or the fact that this was just a moment I spent with my dad.
No, that's understandable.
Yeah, now
he's still funny.
Yeah, he's funny. I'll give him that. He's funny. But the thing about it is, like, yeah, we understand. Yeah, you're a stand-up comedian. But now that all of this stuff is coming out, all of this stuff is surfacing about how just ridiculous you've been. Like, it's sad.
Very.
I mean, because folks are saying, "Oh yeah, Steve just do too much."
I think he was on podcast it was, but
the fact that Katt Williams gave respect to Gary Owens, because when he said, "Why you think he's been in comedy for so long, but he hasn't turned over," and things of that nature, and Gary Owens like, "I don't even know what that means."
Did you see him talk about that in his stand-up? Because he talked about the first time he tried to go Hollywood, and he was in the meeting with an exec, and then he realized the vibes that person was putting off, and he was like, "I'm not ready to be famous."
Yeah. When he basically asked him like something like really explicit, where he was like, "Would you ever for this much money?" "Oh no, dog, I gotta go. No, we ain't about to do this casting couch bullshit. I gotta go, dog."
No. I don't want to be a star that bad. Like,
absolutely not, dog. Absolutely not. No. But apparently that's what they said. That's what they saying with Steve Harvey and a couple other people. And that whole situation with Mark Curry, aka Mr. Cooper, man, that caught me for a loop. Where Mark Curry did like a stand-up thing where he said one Halloween him and his siblings all dressed up as boxers. He's like, "I don't know what we is." Dad like, "No, y'all just," he said, "I don't know, I guess we just UPS." 2015, Steve Harvey said that same joke on his show. The same joke.
Exact same way.
On his show. The exact same joke. Because the thing about it is, the way Katt Williams was saying, like, Steve acted like he was homeless and all the other stuff and yada 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 and things of that nature. Here's my question: with how long Steve Harvey has been out, with all the accolades this man has made, why haven't we seen a documentary or a biography yet?
You know what? Yeah. You got a point. I mean, the only thing I know is just the stories that he tells. Because I heard the story, the Apollo story. Yeah,
bro.
But he can come out with "act like a woman, think like a man." He can make that book though. Come on.
I told myself, Steve, don't you make I told myself, Steve, don't you make another fucking book until you could take control of your daughter, dog. Your daughter doing too much.
Oh my God.
Your daughter doing too much.
They said
You want to talk about fumble the you had Michael B. Jordan, man. I mean, you thought you could do better.
Didn't she date the guy who was on Snowfall?
Damson Idris, yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's on he's on the rise.
He is on the rise because think about it. Yeah, he is on the rise. That's the thing, because people are actually thinking about giving him a Marvel role.
Oh, really?
After they drop somebody else.
Yeah, it's a coincidence that you brought that.
There's only room for one.
Can only have one at a time.
For one.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about that you say that? Jonathan Major's a little light skinned too, so they definitely can't have a light skin and a dark skin at the same time. We know that. So they had definitely, you can only pick one.
Only one. That's it.
Just one. Just
Damn.
one.
Man. Yeah.
I wasn't even trying to do that.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Like
how
I
it works.
said, yeah. But
I wasn't even trying to do that. I really wasn't.
Man. But
Since
no,
you brought it
we'll
up.
get to that. Yeah. Are we done with Katt though, or are we?
You know we ain't done with Katt.
No,
There's
yeah,
a lot
no,
more
not
things
done.
to talk
We ain't
about.
done
You know
with
we're
Katt.
not done with Katt.
But speaking
There's
of
no
the
way.
Steve Harvey book, that's something that Katt said though. He was like, "You want to sit here and say that you wouldn't be where you were without your wife," but you said that about the last wife. We didn't forget.
He been married like 7,000 people.
Yeah.
Well, he been married. Nah, for real though. He's been married what, like 3-4 times though.
About.
And we haven't
Definitely
seen
been more than two.
Marjorie. And we haven't seen Marjorie do a damn thing. What does Marjorie do?
Where do they be finding these women?
That's a good question.
When they get put on, man.
Hey, I think too they had to change it. They couldn't get them white girls because it was like we can't make them look totally like a sellout, but get them some light skin.
Oh,
you know what?
Paper bag.
You got, because I was about to, that bothers me. That bothers me because, and I don't know, maybe I'm speaking from personal experience here, but when a black man dates a white woman, they get all the bullshit, right? But it's okay if you go ahead and get a light-skinned sister because she's a sister. It's okay. But it's like, nah, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
like
kind of,
I said, that's technically, we can't
holding the line.
Yeah, because black folks won't be like, well, he ain't totally sell out per se.
Not to mention, not to mention, you need to have folks like Steve Harvey because he does have the attention of the majority of the black community.
You know, at least the older ones.
Yeah,
you don't really hear kids. I mean,
kids
make fun of Steve Harvey, but they ain't like, oh yeah, man, we was watching the Steve Harvey show and
yeah, right.
When he had hair and stuff,
it's all women.
Oh yeah,
majority, yeah.
Majority of women because the man wrote a book and apparently he's very stern. Most women don't mind that. Well, most older women don't mind that. He wrote a book. He's very stern. You read the book. Oh my God, I can relate. Shut the fuck up. You can relate. Okay, sure. Okay.
Right.
Whose stories he stole?
Lord.
Now we gotta analyze the book.
Now we gotta go buy it. You ain't already did it, go get it.
I'm not buying that book.
We gotta start a book club.
Who already has a book donated.
Yeah. Send it in to us. Number one.
Man, look.
Send it in to us. We'll definitely do a review on it.
Man, look, the fact that there's just more and more things coming out. I like the fact that Ice Cube said something.
Yes.
Like, I like the fact that Ice Cube said something. He was like, the only reason why I said that, because y'all know I made the movie, so I know y'all probably want to hear something from me.
Mm-hmm.
With Katt saying, yeah, some of it is true, but not all of it. The whole situation with Ricky Smiley wanting to be Money Mike, yeah, that's true. The whole Katt Williams made Money Mike his character, that is also true. But that whole situation where Katt Williams saying it's okay for a pimp to get raped in the bathroom, I wasn't gonna have that.
That was probably a suggestion.
Yeah,
right.
that was some Hollywood being weird kind of stuff.
It was Hollywood being weird. Like, bro, it was Hollywood being weird. Like, basically, like, just to segue off of this a little bit, because for some reason it's like you try to either emasculate a black man or you try to, feminine him up or embarrass him. So there's this content creator I watch, goes by the name of JD. He used to, now mind you, JD is the real life son of John Witherspoon. So he was on a show, I forgot what it was called. It was something where you go live and you play a couple of games and you might win some money for it. So one day he said he was walking around and he sees a giant banana and he's looking over at his producer and he was like, what's this giant banana doing here? And they was like, you're gonna hold on to this banana and you're gonna hold on to it for the show. And he was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And then he was like, wait, why? It's just a banana. He was like, I don't know why I have to teach you this, because he said I felt like I was the only black dude there that could explain situations and things like that. He was like, that banana back in the day and also today, black people were called monkeys, and that was a racist slur and anything of that nature. You having me hold that banana is making it seem like you think I'm a monkey. And he said, and I ain't no fucking monkey. And he said, "Oh my God, no, we're sorry. We didn't mean to do that. Oh my God, no. Oh no, we'll deal with that." And then later on, he comes back and he was like, "Hey man, why is that banana still here?" And he was like, "Oh, because he looked, why is that banana still here? And why is it painted red?" And he was like, "Oh, it's not a banana anymore. It's a chili pepper."
Just get rid of it, bro. Come on. Why is this so hard? Like, why? And that's not. It's so believable because this is not the first time we're hearing stuff like that. It's like these people are so pushy about, oh, just do this because you remember. Well, I saw a clip that surfaced about when Bernie Mac was doing like a photo shoot for the Bernie Mac show, and they wanted Jordan to sit on his lap, and he was like, no.
I remember that. I remember hearing about that.
And they kept pushing it. Hey, Jordan, just sit on his lap. And Bernie's like, no, just stand on the side of me.
Right, just stand beside me. I don't want you to sit on my.
No.
I don't want you to sit on my motherfucking lap.
Bernie Mac.
Man,
yeah, I don't understand.
I mean, but yeah, Ice Cube was like, that whole situation with, like, you know, a pimp being raped in the bathroom. I wasn't gonna let that slide.
Right.
I wasn't gonna let that happen. He was like,
I wouldn't even think he wrote that anyway.
Right, and he literally said, because for one, it's not funny.
Exactly.
And he said, I'm writing things to make y'all laugh. I'm trying to show y'all that the hood ain't all that bad. Like, that's why he wrote Friday, because he seen stuff like Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, and things like that. You like, the hood can't be that bad. I mean, he like, we have fun in the hood. Like,
yeah. It's something. But...
Yeah.
Right. So, but yeah, like, the fact that everybody's coming out and saying something about this, that's what I like. Because the one person who I've been watching, because he's been doing a couple of interviews since he heard of the situation about Katt Williams, was Brandon T. Jackson.
Yeah, he did mention him.
Yeah. And right. And he literally said, yeah, that whole situation about the dress, yes, that's true. When Katt Williams was like, don't put on the dress and the things of that nature. And he was like, why? Because at first, when he was younger, he was like, why are you trying to stop me? Not to mention, he admitted that the Big Mama's House movie that he did with Martin Lawrence, he said that movie was horrible. That movie was terrible.
There really was no reason to make
it. But
he saw
I got a chance to work with Martin Lawrence.
Exactly. He saw it as an opportunity.
He literally said, I got a chance to work with Martin Lawrence. That's it. That's all I wanted, and things of that nature. Because he like, I know the movie was bad, but working with Martin Lawrence, I wanted that. Even if it was that shitty movie. But like, it's just ridiculous. And apparently it's the whole black men in a dress type deal. I don't know what's going on with that.
In general in dresses. I mean, you know, this isn't a new concept. I think it's just weird now because if you think about it too, like we think about like the iconic figures that did wear dresses. Okay, Martin Lawrence did, Shanae and Martin. You still love that character, or you know, Marlon and Shawn Wayne doing white chicks.
Yeah, Marlon and Shawn Wayne doing white chicks.
Now
I will give it this. Martin and the Waynes, they had more creative control over that. Had more creative control over that. When you doing movies in Hollywood and stuff like that, versus you ain't got no control. Now, yes, Shanae was the ghetto ass chick and things of that nature, but it clearly that's fine with what Martin was doing.
It was okay, yeah. So it's like, it's not like a push of, oh, you know, I need you to do this so that you can get more movies or you get more money. Versus, you know, I'm gonna just put this in my show because I think it's funny.
Right, because I think it's funny. Same thing with the Waynes. But then again, back in the day, that whole situation of, you know, homosexuality and all the other stuff, back in the day, that used to be the topic. That used to be the main thing that was talked about in stand up and comedy. So if you put that in your show, it will bring more eyeballs to the show.
Right, because it was funny at the time.
I mean, now in these days, it's common. So, and now in these days, it's common to see someone act like that and things of that nature. I mean, now when you see it on TV in the show, like, oh, he's gay. Oh, she's a lesbian. Oh, okay, all right, moving on.
Still funny.
Next.
Like, real talk.
I don't want to get canceled. It's still funny. I'm just saying.
Yes, it's still funny. Like, regardless of what you do, like, it's still funny. Because the thing about it is like, I guarantee you, now I did this one time. I watched Def Comedy Jam, and the time and how many times I have said that came out my mouth watching Def Comedy Jam, oh, you can't talk about that today, was too many. And I was only on episode 3.
Man, Def Comedy, yeah.
It was too many. I'm like, oh no, you definitely can't talk about that. It's a different time, exactly.
Definitely upset some people. And unless you was Dave Chappelle, you could pull it off. But
unless you was Dave Chappelle or Bernie Mac.
Yeah,
because shit, because you know, Kings of Comedy, that man talked about mental retardation.
He was
teasing me.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
All right, that's the show. We're canceled.
You know what? Yeah. Y'all gonna make me watch. I'm gonna have to pull the DVD out. I'm gonna watch that before I go to bed.
You're gonna have to
just his part. Just his part. I don't care about nobody.
Boycott.
Oh yeah, because the whole situation with Cedric Alley. Oh yeah, Cedric the Entertainer stealing Katt Williams' joke.
Gatekeeper.
That is crazy.
The thing about it is, it's one thing that you did it, but it's another thing when you try to downplay it.
Right.
I think that's like the whole thing with that. Now I'm not going to go too far. And go ahead.
Oh no. I sound like, here's my thing, like, bro, if you're gonna use somebody else's joke, at least give the motherfucker credit.
At least.
Like real talk. Now I understand with the whole situation of, oh no, I'm just this big top dog comedian. I shouldn't have to. This shouldn't come from nobody but me.
The thing is when you're not that funny, it's like, how did you come up with that one? Because even as a kid, I always felt like Cedric was not that funny.
You want to know something funny though? You want to know something crazy? I don't think DL Hughley's that funny.
I can agree with you on that.
I really don't. I really don't think. One. I'm sorry, I can't. Because think about it. When I watched this part in Kings of Comedy, you got a couple of chuckles out of me, but you didn't get no laughs.
The thing about the thing about DL, it's like he's not. How do I put it? He's no storyteller like the rest of them was. But he'll roast you.
Maybe that's what the problem is. Like he's not a storyteller.
Yeah. That's all I thought when he opened the show completely fully. Like, because I guess you can consider. I mean, even I guess Steve Harvey opened, but
Steve Harvey always opened. Remember, it was his tour. It was Steve's tour.
It was Steve's tour.
It was Steve's tour.
Oh man.
Yeah. It was like that's just how. I mean, because I get why you would say that about DL, but it's like I said, man, he'll roast your ass.
Yeah.
You saw that toward the end when he started picking on the audience. All right, that's when the chuckles started picking up.
Right. But it was towards the end, and that was the problem.
Yeah. But I ain't going. I don't want that smoke with him. I'm gonna just say I'm gonna let you have that one. But
I want to smoke.
What I was gonna say about Cedric the Entertainer. So here's the thing. Okay, maybe I wouldn't go out of my way to see a show, But he gave us Barbershop. Like, come on, man. We gotta put some respect on that.
He said,
like, I get it. He may not have been the movie star Katt Williams said he wasn't. But come on, man. We can't Barbershop though. Yeah, see, why are you making that face like Barbershop wasn't like the bee's knees?
Because it was him playing an older dude. You know, like
I mean, but that character was too funny, man. I can't. Like I said, I know Katt Williams is right. He may not have been the movie star that we. Well, wait, hold on. Johnson's Family Vacation too, man.
Johnson's Family Vacation. I love that. I like that movie.
That was pretty dope.
And when I said he wasn't funny, that's what I was referring to actually. Because I woke up one day. Yeah, it was like November, December of last year. I woke up and I fell asleep watching Tubi. I forgot. I fell asleep watching next Friday. And I woke up getting ready for work, and Johnson's Family Vacation was on, and it was at the end where they're at the reunion, and him and Steve were going at it, and I was like, this is just not fun.
Now that's Steve Harvey's fault on that one, in all honesty. And okay, so look, Barbershop, The Johnson's Family Vacation, and Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand you saying that about that one. I mean, I didn't think he was that funny in that one either.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, he wasn't funny alone. You needed that cast to bring it out. You needed that cast. He wasn't funny alone.
Everybody had a unique role in that film. So I wouldn't probably be like,
what about
who had the most funny part? But
what about Codename the Cleaner?
I ain't even watch it. Don't even waste my time.
Exactly. Nobody know that movie, man.
Yeah. I know that movie. I ain't even waste my time.
I saw Codename the Cleaner. I saw that. I saw that movie.
I just thought the concept of it was just dumb. Like,
horrible.
A secret agent that's a janitor? Like, who? What?
But you wasn't even a secret agent. You just play too many video games.
Like, what?
Like, come on, man. Come on.
You was just a janitor who played too many video games, my dude.
But speaking of good characters, we're gonna make that argument for Cedric. My wife made a good point, and it's funny because our daughter put it on. She said she didn't put on the movie; she was just touching the remote. And Medea's funeral came on.
Oh boy!
And my wife was like, you know what? Katt Williams to say what he can say about Tyler Perry, but he's a good character actor. And I was like, you know what? Back then, before I knew that he played Joe and Medea outside of playing Brian in his movies, I didn't know that was Tyler Perry. So I was like, okay, well, yeah, he can play a believable character.
Somebody told me, but it was just like, I mean, yeah, you still played a woman.
Play a woman, yeah, and you're good at it.
And the sad thing is,
Alex Cross,
bro.
Did you see Alex? I didn't watch all of it. I remember some pieces of it, but
I didn't watch Alex Cross.
Just like Codename the Cleaner. Don't waste your time.
I did watch Why Did I Get Married 1 and 2. I watched Why Did I Get Married 1 and 2. Now hold on. This is not me saying this man's good. All I'm saying is when his parts came, I heard Medea.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I heard when he would raise his voice. When he would raise his voice,
I heard Medea. I'm like, oh man, Katt.
Yes.
Katt was right.
Yeah.
Katt was right.
He was right, man.
Damn it. Like straight up, like Katt was right.
Wow.
Damn it. I mean, because I've never seen the movie before, and I know a friend of mine like, yeah, you should watch it. Just watch it and see just how much of a piece of shit some people are in the movie. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll watch it. I watched the first one, I watched the second one, and when I seen Tyler Perry's character, he raised his voice. I'm like, okay, Mabel Simmons, that's enough. Okay, Mabel Simmons, that's enough.
She was gonna pop up somewhere. Pop up somewhere. Yeah,
for real.
Because I was gonna say, I mean, I didn't think, but my thing is with that role, I don't think that was like that wasn't a role that was a role you couldn't mess up though. So it really ain't, I can't really judge him being himself or being a man per se, but in that movie, because it's like, I don't see how you can mess that role up, to be totally honest with you.
And you know what? The Christian community accepted it, because I remember when his plays, before he started making the movies, the plays were coming out first, and my grandmother was watching it. She was a very Christian woman. I mean, she was up there.
Holier than thou.
Yeah. And she had the whole collection. I'm like, the Christian community accepted this, and he over here cross dressing. I was like, oh, interesting.
He's like, oh, interesting.
I'm gonna let him have it.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna
cancel me. What?
You can't cancel me because I don't own shit.
Yeah, shit. I am nobody.
For real. We just black men telling our opinion. Who said we was right?
But who said exactly? Who said we was right? At the end of the day,
that's the point of the show, man.
Day, who said we was right? We just literally voicing our opinions, and we black on the internet. We just waiting for the hate. That's all. Yeah. We waiting for the backlash. Exactly. What are you gonna do? I don't know.
We are guilty before proven innocent.
Guilty before proven innocent.
Like Jonathan Majors.
Oh my goodness.
That interview was so bad.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought
that. That interview was so bad.
Me and my girlfriend, we were watching the interview. I was rewinding and I had to rewind like at least 7 times because I'm looking at his body language. I'm listening to what he said. I close my eyes and I just hear it. And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you. He beat that girl ass. I'm sorry. If I was in that courtroom, he beat the shit out of her. He beat the shit out of her. I'm sorry.
I wish to God I knew.
There's nothing. There's nothing he said in that interview that convinced me otherwise. I'm sorry if I'm like. I mean, I don't want him to lose his career, but he damn sure beat the hell out of her.
No, man. The main thing that killed me was the fact that there was a recording of this man looking at this white foreign woman. Do you not know who Coretta Scott King is? Do you not know who Michelle Obama is?
Man. And then she asked him, she was like, what? She's like, explain.
Explain. It was such a, you know what bothers me about that part? Okay, he says, I tried to use an analogy. It was a terrible analogy. And then they asked her about Megan Good. That's my Coretta. So if it was a terrible analogy, never mind, bro. Never mind. That's why, again, but I had to think about it.
Speaking of Megan Good, nobody believes that's a legit relationship.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you.
If I was dating, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying if I was dating a foreign white woman and Megan Good hitting up my DMs, I'd beat her ass too. I'm gonna be honest. Just be honest, because that's probably what it was all for. No,
yeah, I mean,
everybody is literally saying, "Oh, that text message that had to have been Megan."
That was my next question. I was like, "You think that was her? The text that she saw that she got upset about?"
Like I said, if she calls, what you gonna do?
Right.
What you gonna do?
I'm like Jordan Peele and Key and Peele sketch right now.
Sweat. Yeah, I definitely I'm gonna have to throw hands just to get that. So
this man said that's my Coretta.
I don't condone violence, but never, let alone domestic violence.
Yeah, I don't condone. We don't condone.
But she knocking on the door. I'm sorry. If she knocking on the door, I'm gonna have to whoop somebody's ass. Somebody's got to get these hands.
What are you willing to do for me, Jonathan?
Your ass finna turn into Charles from Diary of a Mad Black Woman real quick.
not Charles.
Yeah.
Not Charles, bro. Not Charles.
You finna turn Charles from Diary of a Mad Black Woman real quick.
Man.
Literally dragged her ass out the house.
Down the front steps.
Honest to God, I don't think black women forgive him still.
No, him or Blair Underwood. Yeah, nope.
Of course not.
They forgive him. But they forgave Michael. I don't forget how they not forgive them, but they forgave Michael Ealy. You remember when he was in Color Girls?
Bruh, I got a homegirl of mine. She said she still didn't forgive Michael Ealy.
Yeah, you can't, bro. You drop shawties, you dropped your babies from the building. Like, nah, bro, you can't forgive that.
Right. You definitely can't forgive that.
Crazy.
But yeah, Jonathan, why?
I get why he may have wanted to come out and, say something about,
but
or say his side of the story. But
but that's the problem.
You about to
Let
gonna
me
say
ask
what
you
I'm about to
something.
say.
Well, not maybe, I don't know, but let me ask you something. Where did he have this interview?
That's a good question.
Like, what network interviewed him?
Oh yeah, that was NBC, wasn't it?
CBS?
CBS or NBC?
NBC, one of them.
Who owns that?
Oh,
Disney. Disney owns it.
He was trying to apologize to Disney then.
I'm sorry.
Disney, hey.
I'm sorry,
Hey,
Disney owns
please
it.
put me back into the movie.
And the sad thing is when people say, "Oh no, dog, he done." As soon as he done, everybody like, "Well, who playing Kang the Conqueror now? Fuck him, fuck him. Who's playing Kang the Conqueror now?
Really? Who's gonna be Kang?
You're not gonna get your old job back. We have no faith in you. Who next?
Mahershala Ali?
Mahershala Ali? Yahya Abdul Mateen, where you at, dog?
But yeah,
somebody.
And the sad thing is about the Kang the Conqueror character, it can be played by multiple characters because Kang the Conqueror is not just one person.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Yeah. So
he's not just one person.
Perfect.
He's literally an iteration of people.
Yep, they got the perfect cover up there.
They do.
I will say he did a good job though. Like in the Loki season 2 episode when they go back in time to like the I think early 1900s in Chicago.
Oh yeah,
he was a scientist. Dude, Jonathan Majors, man, I believed he was a weird Einstein-ish-esque kind of guy. It was very believable. I was like, oh, this acting is good.
Oh, he's a phenomenal actor.
Which brings me to another thing. Even outside of this situation, like with the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing, whenever these actors are in court or they're in anime, I'm like, are they playing a role right now? Because it's like you got to take that into consideration. They're actors; they could just be putting on a front.
And that's why I had to rewind it, watch it without listening, then rewind it again, close my eyes, because it's like his mannerisms, his voice, everything just didn't go.
Yeah,
I think what killed me was when they were talking about his violent behavior. It's just like, dog. When he described like when he broke the stuff on the bedside counter, I did a swipe. I just did a swipe. Like, come on, bro. So clearly, if you already say you said you're already clinically depressed and stuff like that. Now you have anger management issues. You just look guilty.
Yeah,
you look real guilty, dog. Like, and I'm not saying he is because clearly the video showed otherwise. However, everything else leading up to it, if you just told me the story like you did, yeah, you beat the shit out of her. if I was one of his homeboys and he was telling me the story, I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, did you put hands on her? Because you're not convincing. You're not convincing me you didn't put hands on her, dog. Like this all sound. You're right. Like you show, bro. You show.
I'll be like, hey man, that interview, dog. I don't know how I feel. Like
yeah, bro. You look guiltier.
Yeah, you look guilty. You look guilty. You more guilty before you went on there. You shouldn't have did that, dog.
Yeah, they talking about maybe a year in jail. That story sounded like 10.
If you want my
honest story,
opinion,
definitely a 5.
I feel like possibly, yeah, but then again, I also feel like the punishment didn't fit the crime. If you want my honest opinion, the punishment didn't fit the crime. Not to mention, in all honesty and fairness, you don't, because although yes, oh my god, my finger, and oh my god, I hurt myself, and yada yada yada. Bitch, fuck your finger. I'm sorry. Like,
haven't said it.
Like real talk. Like a finger. That's the only thing.
He broke my fingernail.
This man fought Michael B. Jordan. I know it's acting, but he fought Michael B. Jordan in Creed 3. He had to train for that. Like if he was going to put hands on her, I would expect her to be a little more
at least you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, if it was anything, it was probably just that restraint type of fight.
Like you mean like how he lifted her up and put her back in the fucking
type of thing? Yeah. Get off of me. took off running. That's all he could. That's all you can do in a situation like that.
Not fast enough though. I'm like, how the hell how's she still trailing you?
He wanted to be chased. See, he wanted to be chased then.
Either that, or
maybe she athletic. Oh no, remember she's a dancer, so she definitely got the cardio.
Oh yeah,
she was a dancer.
Oh yeah, oh god. And the fact that they said she went to the club after this.
Yeah, she's not all innocent in this too, because
she's not. But she's not charged for anything. That's my problem with this. Though. She was arrested, but she wasn't charged for anything that happened.
None of that.
That's a false arrest. How you gonna be arrested but not charged? What the hell? Unless they drop the charges later. But
who gonna drop the charges? It was between them.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I've seen it happen. Somebody get actually. I've worked with someone who's been in a situation like that, and they went to the jail and was like, "I lied, dropped the charges." Like, what?
I've been
I don't think it works like that. Does it work like that?
No, I mean you gotta do some convincing, but
I've been like, "Hey, Jonathan, I'm
saying to be like, oh, I lied, drop charges." Can you do that?
You don't say the I lied part, but you can just say I want to drop the charges,
right? Because that's something like if you lied, then you're not like you're not a trustworthy witness type of deal. Like, so we can never ask you for anything again.
You're not credible on the stand.
Credible, that's what I meant. Yeah. You're not a credible witness. So yeah, but Jonathan, I don't know what it is. I mean, like I said, people just don't believe that him and Megan Good are together. People feel like that's a publicity stunt to make him. All I'm saying is, Megan, for the love of God, please say something so Katt Williams can't be right again. I'm not saying Megan Good.
Nah, that one's different.
I'm not saying Megan Good got a weird face because she don't. That lady's fine. But she better fucking say something. Get into an interview or something, please.
Yeah.
But I think she'll get the pass. Well, but no, if I would hope that the relationship is real, because that'd be a more authentic thing.
I want it to be a more
authentic relationship than a Hollywood one.
Right. Listen, I want it to be real. I do. I really do. And Megan seems to be the more social type, so we should see some of her and Jonathan on social media, right?
Sooner or later.
I'm hoping we see it on social media. Because if we don't, I ain't believing this.
Yes.
Say it had to be some convincing, because I think he would have definitely been buried under the jail.
Facts.
With her being there, Judge glanced over. All right, you get a year. I got you. All right.
This woman decides she still want to be with you after this. Yeah, I mean, finger and a little laceration on the back of her ear. I'm just like, dude. And she was found in the closet, and he called the police to come, and they find her there. I'm just like, none of this because me responding as an officer, if I go there and I see that, I see the finger and arm and the cut on the ear, and I'm just like, okay, how this happened? And he was like, I don't know, I just found her like this. I'm just like, well, he said he found her. You know, he's not saying he did anything to her like that. I can't charge him for saying he found her, but however, this doesn't make sense. But you know, he's just saying he found her. You know, he's not
to mention he called. He called.
Okay. Well, no.
How you call the cops and get arrested? That's wild, bro.
It's
happened. I've been the arresting officer.
Well, I guess now you've heard it. You can definitely call and get arrested.
It's happened. But so what I'm saying, so when I went there and they're telling me what's going on, they're like, oh yeah, you know, we were getting into it, and I pushed her, and I had they're telling me they did this. You know, Jonathan Majors didn't say that he put hands on her.
All he said is, I found her like that.
I found her like that. So if I go to a call,
you would have to take it at face value, right?
Yeah. I went to a call and I was like, all right, well, okay. I was like, I mean, what could you possibly do?
Pushed her. Okay, bro.
You know, I pushed her, and you know, shit. You know, we
got the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do, well, you already said it, so I don't even got to finish the rest.
That's it. Yeah. Now, little tidbit there. You don't have to have your rights read to you unless the officer is going to question you about the situation at hand. So, like, they already told me everything I needed to know. So, all right, I got enough to charge you with battery.
And you got a camera, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it was like, all right, I'll arrest you. But if I want to ask you more questions about it, then I go ahead and read you your rights. And then you're like, no, I don't. But the thing is, most people say they continue to talk, even though with these rights in mind, do you still want to talk? Yeah, man. So I'm like, you're just making it worse for yourself.
All right, bro, just shut up for a second. I'm trying to help you out.
Listen,
You're making it worse for yourself.
So I'm gonna mute this part of my camera. Listen, dog, you don't have to say nothing else. Nah, man, let me tell my story. Okay.
That's what court's for. Shut up.
Stupid boy.
That man is guilty.
I got the notes right here.
Oh my god. But yeah.
Mr.
And I think
Mayor.
that I'll say this again, I'm speaking from personal experience. I ain't trying to get too deep into that. But when they went over the text messages of like, I think that's what messed it up for me even more was those text messages between him and her. It's like
they both were talking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I think it's even worse on his end because it's just like, my dude, you cannot use. This is going to be a touchy one. You cannot use suicide to justify staying with somebody.
Mm-mm.
And I'm speaking from my own personal experience. You can't. I think honestly, that's the worst. That's the worst way.
That's the worst thing to have over someone.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna leave me? I'm gonna kill myself. Like the fuck.
That's crazy. Anybody that's watching that may be going through suicidal tendencies or anything like that, that's the last thing you should be able to do.
Right. Don't do that.
And disclaimer. No, I ain't no disclaimer. I said what I said. Look, man, we got to stop using mental health as a reason to justify half of the stuff that we do because it's not right.
Please.
Because, again, using suicide to break a relationship off or because a relationship wants to be broken off, you kill yourself because you don't want to be with me. Like, what? Really, bro? You're gonna hold, so you're going to put my life in your hands or put your life in my hands.
One or two things, man, because it's one thing that when it comes to that whole situation of like suicide and things of that nature, and I know once again this is a touchy subject. If you really wanted to kill yourself, you wouldn't have told me.
Exactly.
You just do it.
You would have just did it. You're telling me so you can feel like you got something over me.
So that I do something out of my way to make sure you don't. And
so either one or two things is gonna have to change. Either we break this off or we make this work. If we can't make this work, you can't put that over my head. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. When and this is with people. When people truly had enough, they don't care what come out your mouth. They are walking out that door.
Exactly. So I don't understand why. And and just the fact that was his thing, that's some sucker shit. Just call it as it is. That's some real life sucker shit.
It is unfortunately, but yeah, like because I seen text message too. I was like,
that's some sucker shit.
I'm like, bro, you're not making this any better for yourself, dog.
Or even just the very vague or of course I would never tell them what really happened in the car. Or I didn't tell, like the stuff I like, okay, that's so what happened?
Again, that's why I'm like, you look like you beat the hell out of her. And she recovered quickly, I guess. I don't know, but because it's just like I said, every part of this story, man, it just points to that. Like, dude, you don't look innocent at all. You really don't.
He
Not
don't.
in my book, at least.
You don't look innocent, and that's the problem. You have to convince us, dog, that you innocent, but it's not helping.
Yeah, you look mad guilty.
And I feel like with the actor that you are, you could have convinced us.
Yeah, man. I think
anything,
it was a role.
It's like you put on a role of being the guilty one with some looking for sympathy.
Man, that's
what it looked like.
This man was guilty when I saw them damn pant legs when they zoomed out. I was like, what the hell?
Why? Why? Oh my god, bro! And I saw them too, bro. I was like, bro, why Why do men in Hollywood wear these weird ass pants, dog? Like, what is up with that?
I have no idea.
So when you get because you gotta, I'm sure you gotta get it tailored. Like, nah, bro, add some inches to that. Pause. add some width to that. Like, why?
I got ashy ass ankles, dog. I
want them to like. Nah, I want you to make the waist fit, but the lower they go, the more they blow into the wind. Like, what you gotta do that for?
They had on some bell bottoms, eh?
Hey, on, I bet you, if he did a 360, them shits do like this. They just like, bro, come on, bro. You
had on them Jackson 5 pants. Come on, dude.
They were dressing They were dressing crazy in the 70s and the 80s, but we don't need to do that again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the only one wearing regular pants because, boy, I'm not going for the androgynous look.
Nah, dude, I'm still with my athletic fit pants.
They can keep them pants elsewhere. Like I just don't understand. You over here doing an interview trying to tell your side of the story and remain your innocence, and that's what you decide to put on, bro.
Some blowouts.
I mean, he went in there, just sat down, and he was thinking everything was cool.
And crossed the legs so you can see it. He was showing it off. He was showing it off like, yeah, you see it.
You see it.
Trying to be seductive for the camera type thing. Like, dude, come on, man.
It's like, this man guilty.
I'm sitting here like, what? Dude, come on, bro. This ain't Vogue, bro. You
I wish
trying to tell a story.
No.
I wish to God I knew.
Yeah, I wish to God I knew. Just why? Why did she do this?
You know why.
You know, goddamn.
And even then, at the end of the day, bro, you still cheated on Shawty. So it's like,
you did.
And I like so he was like, so you've never hurt her physically. He's like, I've hurt her heart.
Yeah,
I've hurt her heart. I think that did it for me. That line right there did it. That's when I was like, yeah, he guilty, bro.
I've never put my hands
hurt
on
her heart.
I
cheated on.
When I cheated on her. Yes. God damn it.
Hey, yeah, I cheated on her, but I ain't hit her. Come on.
Gave her the 1, 2, 3, 4.
You think I am?
A monster?
I'm an asshole, but not that asshole.
I only played a boxer. I'm not a boxer. I would never do that.
Exactly.
He said I only played a boxer. Yeah, I'm not a boxer.
Yeah, like I said,
all right. Okay. Whatever you say, Mr. Majors. Whatever you say.
Oh man.
And then that wasn't the part that did it. The other part that did it for me too. Why is it that every black man that get in trouble act like they're the martyr of the year? Like, dude, you are not doing anything for the black community just because you got in trouble.
I was striving to be like my Dr. King and
Barack Obama.
Like,
when?
Dude, really?
When?
You ain't Kofi Kingston. You ain't out here giving computers and laptops in Ghana.
And even if that is your thing, if you do got a charity, cool, man, that's cool. But like, bro, nobody's looking at you like that. Why is that even a thing? Why? Because you, like I said, you're in the news and you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro,
and race did have a part in it. It did.
Of course it did.
I was guilty.
Most definitely.
Of course it did.
I was guilty when I called. Why'd you call? Holy shit! If you knew that, why'd you call the police? You should have just left our ass in the closet.
Oh, you thought your accolade was good enough for the police to be like, "Oh, that's Jonathan Majors."
That's definitely. Oh, it's Jonathan Majors. He couldn't have done anything.
Yeah, he couldn't have did anything. No way.
Shit, they probably went home and was like, "Bro, I arrested King the Conqueror tonight, dude."
Bro, they was talking. They went home, laid up with their wife. Baby, you won't believe who I saw today.
Goddamn, Jonathan Majors in the back of my police car.
You get a picture. Hey, I know. Hey, I know this is the worst time, but you not getting a picture for me, bro. I gotta show my kids. They loved you in Creed. Like, come on,
right?
Man.
They loved you.
As a matter of fact, hey, just keep your hands on the seat. I'll take the cuffs off just for this. All right. Oh my Lord. Man.
My kids love you.
I need you to do the box. I need you to do the boxing hands. We'll take the cuffs out. Right. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna keep them on because I don't want to. No, I got a Google Pixel. I can just delete it. So we're good.
Yo. Oh God.
I don't believe that man. Just like I just don't understand. I can't believe it. You know what you did.
Hey man.
I hurt her heart.
Heard her heart?
I heard her heart.
Yeah, I heard her heart. I remember homie was watching that. He said, "Oh, that's a bar." That's a bar.
Yeah. When you on that type of time, I think that folks they're gonna start using that line.
Oh, most definitely. I hurt her heart.
I can't believe you hurt me. I hurt your heart.
Yeah,
I hurt your heart.
I hurt your heart.
It wasn't physical.
On Jonathan Majors, I hurt your heart.
It's like it's like you hit me in the chest.
Because I hurt your heart.
Yeah.
On the big homie Majors, bro. I hurt your heart. That's it.
Yeah.
See, I can tell that this definitely wasn't the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
It definitely last time. Definitely wasn't the first time.
Yeah, man.
That's why I said the fact that he called the police and he ended up going to jail.
It's crazy, man. Crazy.
What do you have to say for yourself? I called y'all. I called y'all.
Should have left her ass in that closet, man. Because it's like you left and then you go back and you're like, if you leave,
just left.
Stay left,
just
stay
leave.
Gone.
Just leave.
Wanna be gone.
That's it.
I know I ain't that old. I know I ain't that. Oh my gosh.
Diesel, please tell me you know where we got that from.
I was just like, please.
I'm not that old. I don't know what's wrong.
Space Jam.
You remember when Charles Barkley was playing basketball with the girl,
and he was playing basketball with the girls, and he was trash.
Nah, fam, I don't remember that.
You ain't Charles Barkley. You just
wannabe. You look like him. Sorry.
No, I don't.
Break out.
I don't remember that.
You can't even be here. Be gone. Wanna be gone.
Oh my god!
Really?
Yes. You never seen Space Jam? You never seen Space Jam?
I've seen it. It's been a while.
Oh,
the first, yeah.
He must have. Okay, I had it on VHS when it was.
Oh,
same. That was
here.
one of my go-tos. That was my go-to.
Yeah.
Speaking of, this new one was trash.
You actually watched it?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
So, I guess
all I'm saying is, bro, you canceled the cartoon character. He couldn't even be in the movie.
It wasn't that bad.
But you still, I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry, but you still canceled the cartoon character to the point where the man couldn't even be in the movie. You canceled Pepe Le Pew. How do you do that?
Come on, man.
And not only that, it wasn't like even in Space Jam, he wasn't really that big of a character.
No,
in
he
wasn't.
Like
at least
he
so
talked in the last movie. Shit.
I didn't even understand the uproar about that in the first place.
Sex craze and all the other stuff. You know how he was with that cat.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. You know how he was with that cat.
But I don't know. I mean, there's plenty of true. If that's the case, then Looney Tunes. Well, not Looney Tunes. Well, yeah, MGM and Tom and Jerry should have been canceled. They had a whole lot of blackface. A lot of blackface in that.
Oh, but they don't give a fuck about that.
Violence.
Blackface? Those cartoons don't exist.
Right? Uh-huh.
Especially in the every time they had
that motherfucker gonna grab the phone, get rid of all the motherfucking cartoons.
And they had, and even the ones, especially the MGM cartoons, anytime they did any type of African anything, it was always the stereotype.
God. Right.
But
big lips and barbaric bullshit, like no type of intelligence, and I couldn't stand that.
Yeah. I mean,
but it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Who said we were right?
Exactly. Who said we were right?
Who said we were
Jesus.
right? Man, that was lovely, guys. That was lovely.
Oh, yeah,
and we're probably gonna get canceled, but
if we don't, we'll be back next week.
We'll be back next week. We coming back with some heat.
Oh yeah.
We coming with some heat, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so y'all stay tuned. Thank you for watching if you're still here. And you've been listening to Who Said I Was Right.